Welcome back everyone to Total War Pharaoh in part 24 of our Amenmesse campaign. In today's episode, the Pharaoh is here to face off finally against the Sea People, so we're here with a night battle, and surprisingly the night battles don't actually change all that much in this title except for just disallowing any kind of reinforcements. Enemies have an appetite for destruction, so they've got a huge bit of extra stat buffs, just kind of to help them out in this battle here, so we're gonna have to be fighting against that, so we have an uphill battle. However, look at these guys. Got some awesome... I wish you could play as the Sea People. It would be great if that was kind of the hidden campaign mechanic upon completion of the game, is maybe you get to play as the Creations, and they have kind of the Sea People roster.
Fire in the air feeds fire on the ground.
Oh, trust me, my friend, we are going to make sure it is a blaze on your way across. We have sweltering weather to start, which is interesting because it is nighttime. And in the desert, it is very well known for being incredibly cold at night, which would be cool to have that kind of as a mechanic, like a exact opposite of the sweltering.
They will never see my face.
They are incredibly heavily armored, except for their axemen there. I think we passed by the axe chargers. These guys are very light armored, and they move very quickly. They've got, looks like, only 35 armor, which is still pretty high for a charging light unit. But we are going to try to make good use of our high ground here. We've got one side set up on this angle with our other troops over on this edge. That way the enemies are kind of coming up on either side of this bluff. We've got some chariots and a couple archer teams hiding in the woods. Wish they could douse their torches, because obviously this wouldn't be very good for an ambush, but that's the idea, is they are going to kind of emerge once these guys have all come across and it's too late for them to move back over. We'll have them launch their Tassetti arrows in on the backs of the enemy. Should be fantastic. We've got Kushite runners moving to deal with the marauding axe chargers once they close the gap. They're going to be an issue, but since they have such low armor, the Kushite runners should still get pretty decent damage out themselves. Going to be one of the more desperate fights we've had so far. Let's see if we can handle the invasion of the Sea People. I like our chances. I'm going to emerge the chariots pretty much right away, and have the archers move up and get ready. Take you two out of fire arrows, that way they're not lighting ablaze their own forest they're hiding in there. It'll be alright. About to be very, very bright. They do know that our chariots are out and rolling now. They have a few archers, but none of them up on the top there, so we're going to try to go all the way past this group, and these guys can just stay here. Those are the Panoply Spears. They've got an absolute ton of armor. They'll be able to take a ton of damage before actually dropping any models there. 130 is a heat. Looks like they're not entirely sure what they should be up to. They're very concerned with our chariots. Gonna move these guys back a little ways. Looks like one of the axe chargers is coming towards our line. Bring these chariots on back. Looks like they've got some archers that are a little ways exposed, which is perfect. We just don't want them to notice our Tassetti just yet. Be able to go right by those Panoply Spears. As the enemy approaches, we're going to go ahead and have the spears on our side advance ever so slightly and go into spear wall. The chargers are sitting in by themselves. No more fire arrows here, just set up normal ones. Then you two start blasting away these marauder spears. Slings.
To victory! To victory!
You guys fire on the Aegean archers. Spearmen, let's go ahead and set up into the wall formation. You guys pull back ever so slightly. We'll have our Kushite runners move on in and start cracking into these axe chargers. Cut through them. Let's go ahead and pull these archers back ever so slightly, that way they're not getting blasted out by these javelin men here, which is definitely going to be the strategy. That was very foolish. We let them get bogged down in their Nubian chariots, so they're going to have a really bad time there. Alright, Seti. You guys go ahead and take your positions now. Blasting at the front line, we'll go ahead and have him go shields up on this unit, so they shouldn't be taking any kind of damage there. Blast away at these Aegean archers. Aegean javelin men there. Chariot Corps, come on back. Let's run over these individual groups of armored archers there. You guys can decimate those Marauder chargers. Charge in. These guys have some reflection, which is perfect. Amenmesse. Let's terrify these Kush warriors. You will be broken. Our own archers need to advance and try to start firing on the Aegeans. We are getting blasted a bit by sling fire there.
Aim for their huts.
Go ahead, activate the rapid fire with you all.
Archers, shoot.
Keep pressing inland. We'll have the Kushite runners come backwards and away. They are a little bit lightly armored.
Soldiers, move.
Kushite runners pull back and let everyone else kind of take the line.
Fighters of Nubia.
Perfect. Chariots are in the forest. Go ahead and pull them away.
Move out. Archers, fire.
The axe chargers are doing their best to make it on in to fight Artisetti.
Arrows, ready.
Go ahead and have these guys go into spear wall formation.
Into position.
If these chargers can even make it.
Never falter.
The other archers moving up a little bit too far.
Fighters of Nubia.
Don't like that.
Fear us.
Roving Kush warriors are definitely an issue.
Fighters of Nubia.
Come on, chariots, get in there and crack down on those Aegean archers.
And release.
Go ahead and have these Kushite runners come back in.
You'll know
We have lit the
die.
surrounding area ablaze. Go ahead and have some of these archers stop firing flaming arrows, or at least do so at the lads further up. Our armored archers are taking a lot of damage. Have them just stand here and try to fire it on the
Marksmen, let
javelin men there.
Loose arrows.
Beautiful. They are fleeing. Go ahead and have you guys switch targets. Come on down here and start dealing with the Aegean archers. Chariots, come on through. Let's go after those slings.
Right onward.
They have a pretty hard time there fighting in the forest, as you would expect. Chariots aren't meant for forest combat.
Archers, shoot. Aim true.
Go ahead, hit the aim true.
Aim true.
Let's deal with Pyrenha.
Aim for their hearts.
Forest is on fire, so a lot of our troops are going to be struggling pretty aggressively there.
Fight with
Pull
honor.
our lads back.
Marching. Chariots into
Chariots,
position.
come on back through and smash into these Aegean archers.
Chariots.
Yeah, we definitely need to take the fire arrows off. Our troops are going to be struggling aggressively in the blaze. That's not good.
The might of Nubia.
I don't know what we can do about it, though.
Power and pride.
Retreating would be a mistake. We have to press onwards. Ahuaxa, huh? Looks like we are dealing with the last surviving of Oxyotls faction. Drag these guys through the flaming woods quickly, and that is a victory.
On the move.
I'm gonna do what I can to round up the surviving sea people here, and I'll catch you all in a moment.
Fight as one.
Foolish raiders, that is a gigantic sword, though. We need one.
They posed no
This is the new thing we need, is a long sword made of bronze. Let's go ahead and just snag the serving of Upper Egypt, or just Egypt in general. Welcome to your new home.
They will serve us well.
We heard they were looking for a house. We shall
I will
oblige
take what is owed to me
violently.
by any means.
I think we do want to finish these guys off and try to
Taste
kidnap all of
my
their
golden blade.
friends for our armies. Yeah. This blade's awesome. Fortunately, everyone is weak to the old ball kick.
Defeat
Well, you gotta break a
was
cup
never an
more.
option.
We'll serve Egypt.
Enslave the prisoners.
Perfect. Then we'll go ahead and have you all come on
Pharaoh.
out. We can land ashore. Not in Ramesses' land. Can we do so? Oh, we can go up here and fight some more invaders, which is probably a good idea. We can do battle with the invaders and then land at home here.
The might of Nubia.
How many do you guys have? That is my biggest concern. This army isn't nearly
Boldest
as
of
elite
warriors.
as what we were just wielding. Their archers will outrange us in most cases.
Amenmesse.
We'll have Amenmesse
Pharaoh
deal
of
with...
Egypt.
His name is Cure. He is the cure for Egypt, I guess. Or civilization as it is. I'll have you come on out and help, though.
I will do great things. The might of Nubia.
Reinforcements. And then in the
Golden
next turn, we can
Prince.
claim our birthright as Mennefer.
Without mercy.
And I guess hold off against the waves of sea people. It'll be good fun. Bring it on, my friend. Nope, he is out of
The
here.
Nile will be the lifeblood
He is
of my
not
empire.
keen on fighting both Amenmesse and secondary army there,
An ill-advised
led by
idea.
Aref.
I miss the desert sands.
Well, you're gonna hang out here with the hippos.
Royal.
We're gonna finish off this invading fleet. Alright then. Let's just see how bad the auto resolve is gonna be. It's gonna take out most of our Kushite spears.
Empire.
Okay, well this army is mostly fielding infantry. 6 total archers. Let's have ourselves another fight against the sea people. Bring it on, Cure. Alright, we will allow it to be sweltering because they are all in very heavy armor, and that's going to slow down their stamina by a huge margin. We're going to also go ahead and set up on top of this bluff here, so let's go ahead and set all of the Passetti up on the very top of the hill. Give them that maximum angle of fire.
Fighters of Nubia!
Remember, brothers, the gods are watching.
Gods are watching.
Kushites never miss.
Assume formation.
They have axemen on this edge, so let's go ahead and power that side with the other elite long-range archers. And then also the lesser range archers. That way they're further away from the enemy slings as well.
For our glorious empire!
Perfect. Now to keep the glorious empire safe, we need spearmen. Have them deployed
Get it done.
a little ways apart, still trying to get the enemy to surround them.
Make it happen!
They're much smarter in Pharaoh where they will try to press some of their melee infantry past
Anything for victory!
your own.
I will not speak
Where
ill of
in
those about to die.
Warhammer they really don't do that so much.
As commanded.
We'll have the Chargers getting ready to move on in as well. The Royal Kush Guard also in those gaps.
Get it done!
They can first chuck their javelins and then get on into the fray.
They cannot hope
I'm gonna
to
mess a little bit
match
further here
our
in the back.
steel.
And who are we missing? Grab all of the infantry, get them in a group. We're missing our Kushite runners, which we are going to have them throw down with those axe chargers again. Not a super fun battle for them, but they did alright last time. Now we'll grab all of our missiles. And then the chariots, which are going to be off on this angle. Try to make sure we don't get them bogged down in melee this time. Turns out they don't like that so much. Who would have guessed? We have our secondary reinforcements coming in, so we're about to lose most of our map. Sounds good to me. Let's bring them on in. Royal Archers, 4 days. They're gone. Hey there, lads. We're gonna bring you over to this side. Other Kushite spears just moving into the front line. Chariots out wide. Gonna have our chariots kind of scoot to the edge there. These Kushite archers sprint on around, take position on the flank. Same thing with all of our conscripted axemen.
Marching on!
The chariots just kind of press through here on this side.
Charioteers, go!
Beautiful.
Fight
Spearmen.
with honor.
Wall up.
Spear wall.
Beautiful cinematic shots here. Here they come. Make sure our chariots don't get taken out this time. Go ahead and pull them on back.
Chariots forward!
Got 3 more axe maces. We'll have them move up.
Marching on!
They can kind of roll with the Kushite runners, keep them safe.
Infantry moving!
You guys are out front, so let's go ahead and pull you way wide there. And the other ones can kind of set up on this hill.
Right onwards!
We're missing our Lord. We'll bring him to hang out on the other end here with Amenmesse, and then his own Kushite Royal Guard.
Onwards!
Alright, sounds good. Noun seafaring raiders. How much armor do you guys have? 95? That's a fair bit.
On our way!
Keep harassing the edges there.
Right, onwards!
Their lads have closed the gap. Let's go ahead and make sure we are blasting those Aegean armored archers. Okay, so the chariots have had a little bit of issues with their organization, and pull them on back.
Chariots, forward!
Looks like they are wide enough. We can probably
Chariots, move!
bring the chariots back a little bit further.
Onward. Chariots into position!
Make sure these archers are also dealing with enemy archers. Most important targets. Amenmesse, try to give these guys a little fear. Said give these guys a little fear. Go ahead and brace, my friends. You're about to have a lot of extra buddies that you didn't previously.
Anything for victory.
Bring these guys into melee. Where are my other chariots at? About to get charged.
Forging ahead!
Luckily, those axemen are very, very tired. Let's go ahead and surround them.
Strike through! Soldiers, move!
All the rest of our soldiers come on up and around, and these Kushite archers can go bother the others.
Release!
Charge in and break any of the front line that has decided to make it.
Glorious
Chariots are acting a little bit funky.
Fight hard!
Pretty sure I didn't ask you boys to charge on down into melee directly. That seems like a very bad idea.
I fear
These
nothing!
axe warriors, though, get chopping.
Destroy them!
Roving Kapesh warriors, no one's worried. No, pull back.
Into
Archers may
position.
not be in guard mode. That's what's going on here.
Hard. Fighters of
Now where are they at?
Nubia!
Here, 2, guard mode.
Marching on!
Have the axemen go ahead and get involved with these guys. We'll send the chariots through.
On our way! Roll out!
Very overwhelming numbers we've got here.
Cut through them!
Amenmesse, charge on in.
Fighters
That's
of
not
Nubia!
Amenmesse. Wrong friend. Amenmesse, you charge on. Let's go ahead and give these guys charge. Do you know who you're fighting?
You're all condemned to die!
Keep moving, chariots. You guys go ahead and try to surround this unit of spears. Give you a nice
Break through!
handful to smash into.
Fight of Nubia! I will
They may be resistant to flanking, but no one's this resistant to it. In their axe conscripts, reinforcements have arrived. Chariots definitely took a lot of damage on that initial charge. Go ahead and try to pull them through.
An embarrassing display. Devastate them! Meet your
Pretty well getting that done. World Chariot Companions, you guys come on away. Let's just surround and destroy these last couple units here. You guys go hunt down these marauding axe chargers. And it looks like the sea people have lost their stomach to fight.
Strike through!
Victory. Well, once again here, I'm going to run down as many of these invaders as I can, and I will catch you all in a moment.
None surpass our courage.
Yet another very large and elite army falls. Weakness.
They posed no challenge.
They posed no challenge.
They will serve us well.
We'll go ahead and do our replenishing thing, and then we'll
I
have...
feel stronger already.
Since they're all in different factions, they're not going to be working together, and that's kind of the best
I will take what
thing that is working in our favor, is that
by
the
any
enemy is
means.
not organized.
Keep
Go ahead and
those
have a
balls
ref come on
moving.
back in to
Docking.
keep the enemy from sacking Sai, or at least the outpost outside of it. Hopefully they continue to chase off this random army here. Pharoah Jet is fairly well protected. We grab any more defenders. These are just going to give us recruitment. It'd be great as if it also gave you a bit of garrison, as the recruits that they're still training would be there, living there. Here at Sai, let's see if we can grab in the walls and put them in immediately. And now it's just a little bit better defended. Excellent. Continue to tell us we've got new notifications and we've got new gods to worship. 2 Canaanite gods. Not this time. Let's get to our pending actions. Our court.
Here
For
we are.
this time, we need to definitely
The
get rid
center
of
wealth
the
and
Vizier or the
influence
Treasurer.
in Egypt.
So let's go ahead and we can perform the... We grab the Assassinate from the Vizier. Perform that on you. And then we get rid of the Vizier as well by plotting against him. We go ahead and threaten the Fool. Remove Sisibri. That's the way. 100% chance to threaten. 76% chance to assassinate. We'll just go ahead and increase that next turn then. Things are looking up for Amenmesse. 5 says a construction available. So Wasset, definitely we're going to continue to try to go for food, although we get 1 extra workforce. Yeah, we're going to go for food for now. Rebellion and Moot. Seth and Chacham. We could stop taxing them for the turn, and that might cease the rebellion. Happiness is stabilizing. Excellent. Now we don't have to worry about losing one of those random settlements over here. There are Libu absolutely everywhere, though.
Warrior of
Luckily, these guys are just outside of our range. You lucky dogs. What we need to get in here is start chasing off these others. We just don't have the gold for the food for another army. Get that upkeep production and try to get the Shrine of Set for a little bit more missile range for all of our troops.
I am in your hands.
And now we'll try to just sit outside of Wa. Convince them to fight us with a going into March stance.
Into your positions.
Completely vulnerable we are. I promise. You're gonna come on through and start sacking our outposts because you're rude. Makes sense. Not brave enough to fight Kent men.
To war.
To war. We'll leave you outside, continuing to allow them to attrition on down, and the Summit of Saw is having the same thing happen.
The might of
So for
Nubia.
a ref, let's go for that final point, or that next point into presence, so we can grab the shoot while moving. More importantly, just the upkeep production. Love to start stealing some blades from the sea people as well. Seems like you should have a high chance of taking a sea person specific weaponry. Such is not the way, though. We have no ancillaries. We could go ahead and create a golden mask, but at this point we have no need for further legitimacy gains, so I don't think we need one. Ref, go on in into an ambush stance. Didn't think he had enough movement. We are going to be skipping through some of this here, as this is definitely going to be the final episode for Amenmesse. I do appreciate you all for the support as we have smashed on through this campaign. I've had a good deal of fun, but I do understand the negative sentiment that has kind of surrounded this game and is likely to surround this game going forward. I'm going to continue to play and enjoy it on my own time, and when we have any kind of, if any DLC do end up coming out for this one, we'll cover them as well, but I will not make Pharaoh a mainstay on the channel. I'm a little bit sad about.
Warrior of Nubia.
Alright, Corey, we have more Libu to hunt down. And they're just sprinting into our territory to try to go after our weaker settlements. Very smart. There's not a lot we can do about it.
No one doubts me now. Mighty warrior.
No one doubts me now. I'm going to an ambush stance here. And they're likely to go past into Hopsh. Very concerning. Plague, there's actually a indication of it. Gross. Yes, come on over here and get the plague, my friend. Very safe.
Warrior of Nubia.
And as met, I do have to have you
Bless
continue to
my
kind of hang out
divinity.
and wait for Miam to try anything.
Warrior of Nubia.
And this army, we can come on back into
Set up
Miam
controls.
and try to continue to build up troops so that way they can come on down. Either defend against
Death to
the
my enemies.
sand
You
people
better have
or
strong
Tozeret.
nerves.
Would love this just to be a wave of Nubian chariots. But let's grab some Nubian swordsmen,
Strong
as they are
arms and
fairly cheap.
stronger stomachs.
Help the army little by little there. We afford the Stone Carvers District. Perfect. Do no rushing, although we're at the point where things are building quickly. We have tons of resources
Warrior
except for food.
of Nubia.
We hot Resit is going to be next on our conquests. Go ahead and move forward a little bit here. For anything.
Set up camp.
We will maximize this
name
force.
on
We'll grab a
Jack.
couple of spindle
Hard
slingers to
blade
keep up front and kind of just harass the enemy archers that they might have. And then we'll smash in and take down Wihat Reset. I am definitely butchering that pronunciation. Does anyone else want to become Amenmesse's vassal?
Never back down.
Turns out no. Never back down.
I will carve out a legacy.
Okay.
Lord of
We could spend some of our resources to make friends with Bay
I speak.
and as such, but he's so
listen.
he's so sneaky. I don't trust it. So in with Amenmesse, and that'll be our turn. And we have lured Emsicor into an ambush he wasn't expecting. What does the map look like? We haven't had too many ambushes, but there's a patch of mud there. That is horrifying for this heavy armor. See you fools later. Right in the tummy. Pick up his longsword when you're done giving him the business here. Embarrassing.
I will achieve glory.
Does look like ambushes are 100% the weakness of the sea people. Are they just trying to press past our forces?
Finally, I am renowned.
Very brave. Seems like we've already
Ruler
broken the
of
Great Wave.
all Egypt.
Yes, it says they're still invading, but this looks to be them here. Right, final Thutmose action on Memphis. Replenishment disabled, morale minus 20. I mean, does that just break them completely? We're on our way. Force a sally out. Allows using a forced sally out when sieging the target settlement. Only cowards behind their walls face me. And that works.
Egypt will
I
be
tell you to
mine.
F off. We're finding our walls.
I shall take my bearings carefully. Their walls will not save them.
They absolutely won't, and we are going to force them to come on out and fight us on the field. Sorry, Pyrenha. Civilization needs our help, and you are not going to be a part of it. We're going to go ahead and wait. I'd rather not lose all of my extra range. Dry and sweltering works for me. And wait, we've done a complete 180 on them, and now they're all the way outside the walls? You guys are in for a really bad time. Let's hide Kushite runners in the brush here. Light forces can hide any kind of shrubs like this, but only light. Medium troops and everything else cannot. I'm gonna set my archers up just on the other end of the stream here.
In your presence.
I'll head all four of them. Other end of the stream here.
Getting it done.
They have such range disadvantage that we can just set up our spearmen almost in the water and they'll be doing great. I'm gonna throw these other light archers in these shrubs to hide.
It is decided.
Impediment will drag them into battle.
Spears up front here. They do take a little bit of a debuff by being in the water.
We will try.
Alright though. Kind of retreat everyone as they come on over. I don't know that we're going to need to.
No, they cannot.
It is an option. Guys hang out here, and then we'll have the armored archers doing the same thing on those flanks. Right then.
Power and
Have
pride.
Kapesh guard on either end. Amenmesse in the center, Braves of the King also holding the shoreline.
Axe warriors. Yes, I
Perfect.
shall.
Infantry, get them in a group. All of our spearmen, we're gonna have you guys go into guard mode. Actually get our archers in guard mode this time so they're not sprinting into melee. Beautiful. And then we're gonna have a bit of chaos as our reinforcements charge in from behind. Can we give them to the AI? That would have been a little bit fun. Have them being led by the AI army. We're gonna move up to this
Follow me, men.
position here.
Into position.
You blob of lads. Just move up and make an impenetrable wall. We'll have the archers set up on the bluff.
Infantry moving.
And blast fire arrows. Yes, quite.
Why don't they face us like men?
I don't think they face us like they're coming on over here. You're talking that smack, and here they approach. Rain of arrows flying on in. That is going to slay several before they even reach. Like there's some lower Egyptian and militia slings that need a hug.
Loose arrows.
Chariots come on in and crush these poor unfortunate axemen. You guys come in. You're in a locked group. That way they're fighting in a line instead of in something very disorganized. Kushite runners, let's go ahead and move up and take down these lads that are fleeing. We didn't even have to do anything to them.
Chariots, onward. Archers, shoot.
You all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Forging ahead.
He turned and ran immediately.
On the
I'm trying to get a little bit more precise orders here.
Fight hard. This is my glory.
Really? This is a full unit of conscripted axemen here, or swords.
Spare us.
Spare us.
Gods, watch over us. We must retreat.
You should have thought about it a long time ago. They threw all of their axes at one guy. Butcher them. No survivors. Well, this was much easier than fighting the sea people. We're probably gonna take down our own men. And there's the victory. Yep, that was unfortunate. I guess they tried their best, didn't they? The almighty Pharaoh has claimed his seat.
Fought, men.
Finally. We'll go ahead and Anubis awaits them for the first time.
Their deaths will send a message.
Absolutely will. There's no fleeing from the Pharaoh.
I will take what is owed to me.
This belongs
by
to me
any
now.
means.
Nubia and Kush resplendent. Minor victory. Check that out. It's a very interesting looking exploration up here into the Aegean. Or the Mediterranean area. Awesome. Well, that's a pretty resounding victory if I do say so myself. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get off of this screen. Oh, we can continue our campaign indeed. So that is a victory. And we are definitely going, I myself am going to continue playing on through, seeing if I can go claim the ultimate victory there. But we have smashed our way through Egypt pretty well. It was a little bit of a rough start, subjugating the other Nubian and Kushite factions. There's only one of them still remaining with Miam. And I'm betting once you take them down, you do gain another very special ancillary for doing so. We just haven't done so just yet. We're likely going to stab them in the back pretty soon. But for the last time here with Amenmesse, I have been Space Was a Total War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Zone. I'll see you all in the next one.